Hi, this is Ken Go with the Oregonian, and here are my three takeaways from the weekend in college football. First, I thought Oregon's victory at Washington was needed. It was timely. It put the Ducks back in position to qualify for the postseason. It checked what had been an ugly series of football games, especially the home losses to Utah and Washington State. Oregon's defense played better, and Oregon's offense certainly got a lift with the return of Vernon Adams. He's an exciting player to watch. He keeps plays alive in the passing game with his ability to improvise and scramble. He's really a weapon, and he came back at just the right time for Oregon to continue its streak of consecutive victories over the Huskies. They need to keep him healthy, and I think that's going to be a problem in the second half of the season. While he does keep plays alive by scrambling and showing that ability to improvise, he exposes himself to more hits that way. I think the risk of injury is high. Oregon needs to figure out a way to protect him while still using him to maximize his abilities. Second, I think Oregon State's loss at Washington State was really discouraging. It's not just that the Beavers lost. Washington State was favored to win by 8 points, but it's the way they lost. The Beavers looked very unprepared to start the game. I called it a total system failure, complete system failure. I think it was when Washington State's scoring with every possession and the Beavers are spinning their wheels. This is a lost season, and what remains to be seen is whether it's a step back now so Oregon State can take 2 steps forward in the future. I think that's sort of what a lot of fans believe and has to be what Beaver believers hope for. But this is not going to be a good season. This is going to be as bad as anything that happened during the Mike Riley era. Oregon State has 2 wins now, a winnable game next week against Colorado, but Colorado's got to be looking at this as a winnable game too. Very important game for the Beavers next week in Reser Stadium. And third, Portland State. Again, the state's best football success story at the Division I level. FCS is sort of a subdivision of Division I, but it's Division I football nonetheless. Plus, the Vikings have shown they can beat FBS teams. They've beaten Washington State and North Texas, and yesterday they put the hammer down on Montana State. One of the most impressive things to me was that more than 8,000 people showed up for the game. It's beginning to look a little bit like the Pokey Allen era when the city became interested in the commuter school from the park blocks and what it was doing on the football field. And I give Coach Bruce Barnum a lot of credit for the renaissance that he's authored at Portland State, and I'll be interested to see what happens as the season goes on. The Vikings could make the playoffs, and that could be really fun. This is Ken Go, the Oregonian, and those were my 3 takeaways from the weekend in college football.